Welcome to the pregame show. I'm Grayson Guernsey. I'm here with
Alex Austin.
And I mean, we got a heavy-hitting matchup right now. We got the Ramblers of McBain versus the Vikings of Cadillac. And the Ramblers have been, I mean, their JV team, they're a good all-around group of guys. But, I mean, one thing that, like, they take a lot of beating from is that if a team has height. Like, for instance, they're not, Cadillac, I mean, McBain does not have that tall of a JV team.
They only got a couple of really tall people. I think Skierbeck's probably up there, along with Diego, maybe Carter, a couple of others. Not many tall people. Brunick.
And luckily for them, this JV team for Cadillac isn't really that tall. I mean, their tallest player is 6'5".
Jeez.
But it mean that they only got one. They got like three guys over 6 foot.
Other than that, everybody else is under 6.
So no, they got. So I feel like the height battle for this game is going to be kind of like. It's going to be
more even.
It's going to be very even because, I mean, because of the limited amount of people that Cadillac have that are tall. So it's going to probably be pretty even. But
I'm taking a quick peek at the varsity the Cadillac varsity team. They have two people under 6 foot, and they're both 5'11". Other than that, everybody's above 6 foot.
Yes. Another interesting thing about Cadillac too is that this year they barely took any like hits from losing a senior. Well, they did, but last year they only had one senior playing basketball for them.
Really? Everybody else was juniors?
Everybody else was juniors. I had one guy. His name was Charlie Howell, and I mean by what I heard, he was was one of the key players on the team. He averaged like 30 points a night, and and when they played Muskegon in like the regionals, they lost that game unfortunately. But I mean, he was the only one that could score he's the only one that scored like any points. He scored 34 that night. The other rest of his team combined was like 15 or something like that. I don't got the exact words on that stat, but I mean, both sides have like. On the other hand, McBain's varsity, oh my goodness, they just lost. They lost 9 seniors, so it's like they're trying to rebuild right now while Cadillac is just still trying to improve off of last season's. And I mean, right now the record for both these, oh wait, no, that's varsity, my bad.
We want JV.
We want JV, boys basketball. Cadillac's record is, they don't have their record right now, but McBain is 11-4.
That's not super bad.
No, it's not. And we're going to get started right here for the tip-off. That's going to be number 24, Max Ealing, and number 30, I think that's number 33, Johnny Daniels.
This is going to be a really interesting matchup. I haven't seen Cadillac play, so I'm not sure how this is going to go.
I know last year Cadillac's JV beat McBain's JV, so, I mean, it's going to be a pretty good matchup this year because, I mean, both sides have a couple of people returning and such, but we got number 5. That's going to be Ian. He drives in. That's going to be good for 2, and he's going to be shooting 2 as well. Or shooting 1, I'm pretty sure. It was an and 1. So, nice start for the Vikings of Cadillac.
10 seconds in, they're already going to have a chance to put up 3.
Yes, they will.
First and only shot. It's going to be good, and they're up by 3.
Looks like Cadillac's going to bring a press immediately, gives it to Cucci. Cucci tries dribbling it up the court. Tries to find a breakaway, gets through. Does a reverse to Winkle. Winkle trying his best to handle this defense. Ealing gives it down low, attempt to give it to Skierbeck, but that's going to be knocked away by number 21, Howell, or Barron. Hollowell. Number 7 that's going to be number 3, Webb, and I think there's going to be a call on that. I don't know the exact foul charge, or I think, no, it was like reaching or something like that. 4. Gives it down low to number 21, and he gets through there. That was Barron Hallwell.
That foul was on Cucci. It's going to be his team's first of the quarter.
Winkle. Gives it to Ealing. Ealing trying to survey the court. Gives it to Allen. Allen to Skierbeck. Skierbeck's been one of the main contributors on this team this year for JV. Allen gets the ball at one of the corners. Gives it over to Ealing. Winkle to Skierbeck. Cadillac doing a very good job on defense, not allowing them to get an opening. Gives it to Winkle. Winkle tries to finds a lane. He goes up with a shot. No good. Rebounded by. Or that's going to be out of bounds. And Skierbeck attempted to dive for the ball. Cadillac's going to pass it in. Going to be number 4. David Nobles. Metger gets it down the court. Metger tries dribbling, and he's quick with the ball. He passes it over to Nobles. Nobles goes in, passes it out to Daniels. Daniels goes up, and that's good for, and it's intercepted by Metger. Metger gives it to number 3. He's trying to find an opening, gives it to 21. 21 drives in, kicks it out. Number 5, that's going to be Metger, gets that point, and that's good. Timeout on McBain, and I mean, that timeout is crucial right now.
Score right now 9-0 with 6:07 left in the first. It's going to be 30 seconds. We're going to keep it here for this one.
I mean, right there for McBain, that's not very good. I mean, off the inbounds play, they get the ball stolen. I mean, Cadillac's immediately putting in a bunch of pressure, full court pressing, and McBain needs to be able to slow the game down, get through that press, and just try to come up with something on offense, because Cadillac's doing a really good job of not allowing them inside and making them kind of like survey the three-point line.
Yeah. And I feel like they're going to keep pushing them like that throughout all tonight. I could be wrong, but it's my guess going into this game. All right, back to the action.
Skierbeck gives it to Winkle. Winkle immediately getting pressed, and there's going to be a foul. Now it's going to be on Cadillac, so McBain will again have to start underneath the hoop, pass it in.
Foul on Metger, his team's first of the quarter.
Gives it to Cucci. Cucci gives it over to Winkle. Winkle makes a breakthrough and gets it to the other side of the court. Gives it to Elian. Elian down low to Skierbeck. Skierbeck gets bodied up. He tries to find an opening, and that's going to call him out of bounds.
This is one thing I noticed last night during the game, girls' game, is you just got to watch at that out of bounds line, because when you're right next to it and you have the ball, I feel like you're more worried about the ball and less worried about where you are.
Yeah. Metzger taking it down the court. Metzger being quick with it, gives it off to number 4, Nobles. Nobles.
Looks like he went for a pass. Nobody was there to get it. Ramblers couldn't even get a hold of it. It's just going to go straight through everybody into the out-of-bounds line.
Now it's going to be Rambler. What I'm hoping for is that McBain's able to get down the court and score some points. Risky pass to Ealing. Gives it back to Winkle, and now Winkle's trying to redirect the offense. Ealing tries to drive in.
I feel like the JV does a lot of risky passes.
Yeah, they do. Alan Thomas goes up with a shot, and that's going to be good. And he's going to be getting, and one's going to shoot one. That's a good score by Allen right there.
First points put up on the board for McBain.
I mean, he simply, he saw an opening. There was not really any defender right there to stop him. No help side, so he just decided to take it himself. And he did a pump fake. The guy went flying, and he just went up and was able to make it. And his shot's going to be good, so it's going to be, that's going to be McBain. That's 3 points on the board. Now Metzger is going down the court. Metzger gives it to Webb. Webb over to Nobles. Nobles gives it to Metzger. Metzger shoots for 3, and that's good.
Cadillac pushing strong and trying to keep that lead of theirs that they already have.
They're just playing very aggressive defense. And I mean, nice juke right there by Cucci. Winkle gives it to Ealing. Ealing trying to survey the court. Find an opening. Gives it to Allen. Allen to Skierbeck. I mean, McBain right now, Cadillac, like we said, is doing very, very good defense. I'm pretty sure they're switching screens or something like that. They're not allowing, switching screens. Skierbeck goes up, and that's going to be no good. But Skierbeck's going to be shooting 2 because he got fouled on that. And so this could be this is very crucial points right here if they're going to be in the game early on. I mean, the score's already 12-3, so.
Back to that switching screens thing you were saying earlier.
Oh, the switching screens, yeah. So Cadillac, I'm pretty sure I saw them switching screens. And which, if you don't understand basketball, what it means is that when offender is coming over to screen a defender, what they're doing is that instead of going after that guy because obviously the player right there giving the screen is meant to block him from following the guy. They just switch it. So the other guy that was on that dude guards him, and I make it sound really complicated, but it's not. Metzger goes in with the shot, goes up, no good, and that's going to be a charge for McBain. So then they're going to get the ball.
Looks
going.
like he landed on Thomas's shoulders.
Yeah, I think he might have. Substitution for the Vikings. Metzger's coming out for number 14, Mulder.
Vikings just slowly transitioning all their players. They sent 2 out earlier during the free throws.
Skierbeck gives it to Ealing. Ealing takes it, gives it to Winkle. Press broken very easily, gives it to Cucci. Down low to Allen. Allen drops the ball, jumps up with the shot, and he's good for 2.
6-12. McBain only trailing by 6. They're trying to get back up there. It's been a second since Cadillac scored.
Huker gives it over to 21. Hellwold. And then gives it over to number 4. That's going to be Nobles. Nobles drives into the basket, kicks it out to 32, kicks it back out. And then it's just all Cadillac is doing right now in the game is that they're running like a 4-out type offense, which is the entire point of it is that if you drive inside, there's going to be help side. So there's going to be one guy open at the 3-point line for you to hopefully shoot a 3 and make it. That is the whole point of help side defense.
Scored still 12-6, and we got 3:33 left in the first.
Skierbeck gets the steal.
At the right place, at the right time for that one.
Gives it over to Winkle. Winkle to Ealing. Skierbeck down low. Tries hitting it off the glass. No good. Rebounded by number 34.
A little too much force on that one.
Collins. Collins is taking it down the court. Collins gives it down low to number 20. Harsh. 32 kicks it out, but I think there's going to be a foul right there. That's going to be a push on McBain. So Cadillac's going to get it right underneath the basket.
Foul on Cucci, his second, team's third of the quarter. And Engelwright's in for Cucci, for McBain.
I mean, good call right there. Cucci's already got, I think he already has 2 fouls, so it's just good to sub him out. Kicks it out. Number 34 does a jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's taking it down the court, trying to go coast to coast. Goes up with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Skierbeck, but stolen by number 32. Huker gives it over to number 4, and he does up with a good fader. That was Nobles.
Skierbeck barely had his hands in the ball by the looks of things, so it was kind of easy to get it stolen.
Engelwright gives it over to Ealing down the court. Ealing takes it. Ealing does a pump fake. No good. Rebounded by number 20. Harsh gives it down to Nobles. Nobles goes up with a shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Allen. So far, I mean, it's just like I'm already exhausted watching this because it's just constant back and forth action. No team was really trying to set up an offense.
Barely any scoring either. Cam for 3. Oh, too much to the left for that one. Hits the rim.
Rebounded by number 10. Now 32 is taking it down the court. Gives it to 20. Harsh. Number 34 shoots that 3. That's going to be good. That was Dominic Collins. Winkle trying to get through this press break. Winkle gives it to Ealing. Ealing's kind of at the outside, so bad position. Gives it back to Winkle. Now Winkle's trying to set up an offense.
You're right, stuck in the corner looking for somebody. Eventually gets it to Ealing. Ealing to Winkle.
And Winkle, I mean, just trying to gives it to Allen. I mean, and Allen is looking for his options. Gives it back to Winkle. Now Winkle's going to try to set up an offense again.
Did that thing where they just run the ball around like crazy until they can find an opening.
Skierbeck gives it to Allen. Winkle, I mean, Cadillac doing very, very good on defense so far. Tipped away. Backdoor, miscommunication.
Ends in the hands of Engelwright, though.
Gives it to Winkle, down low to Ealing, but then it's going to be stolen by number 10, Travis Dickerson.
At least somebody was there to answer that pass.
Yes. Nobles tries driving in. It's going to kick it out to number 20. That's going to be Mr. 6'5".
Nice pump fake, but we're going to get a travel.
Colleen Harsh. So there's going to be a travel substitution for Cadillac, number 22, Peyton McLean. McLeod.
DeZoo in for Thomas on McBain. Kyle's a really good three-point shooter along with Engelwright. You put them both in there, you're going to have a good chance for some threes.
And McBain already looks pretty exhausted. I mean, Skierbeck was putting his hands on his knees and just kind of looking like tired a little bit, which is understandable.
17
Kicks
to 6.
it out to Engelwright. Engelwright shoots a three, no good. Rebounded by Ealing. Ealing does a pump fake, goes up with a shot, no good. No foul called. Rebounded by number 20. Harsh.
Speaking of which, he passes the ball over to Collins.
Collins gives it to Huker. Gives it back to Harsh. And now Cadillac is just trying to set up an offense. Collins drives in with a shot, kicks it out to Harsh. Number 20 drives in, no help side, goes up with a shot, no good. Rebounded by Skierbeck.
McLeod had a pretty open lane there. He was able to get all the way to the net. He would have had a little more force to get it up there. I feel like he would have been in.
Shot is almost made, but I mean, yeah, like you said, he had pretty good opening room to get to the net, no help side at all. So, I mean, yeah, he just needs to calm down a little bit and goes up and to go up with it a little bit more softer, and then he probably would have made that basket.
Yeah, score 6 to 17 going into the second quarter. Have anything to add?
No, I don't think so.
All right, we'll see you back after this break. Brought to you by L&J Meat Market.
And we are back. Right now the score is Vikings of Cadillac 17 and Ramblers of McBain 6. McBain got a lot of work to do to be able to make a comeback in this game.
Yeah, they do. Going into the second quarter now.
Ealing has a lane, drives in, goes up with a shot, no good, but there's going to be he's got foul and he's going to be shooting too.
I didn't quite catch what happened there for that one.
I think it was like a guy tried to take a charge, but then it was no good. So yeah.
Kind of one of those instances where you try to draw the foul, but you're not planted the right way, and you end up getting fouled on.
Yeah. Ealing's second shot, it's good.
Both really crucial shots for McBain. Hopefully able to put them back up a bit more.
Now it's a 9-point game. At least I think it is, or it might be. Number 3 drives in, kicks out to number 34. Collins gives it to Harsh. Harsh out to number 3. He shoots that 3, and then no good. Rebounded by Ealing.
And
Ealing
yes,
gives it to Winkle. What?
It is a 9-point game. You're right.
Winkle gives it to Josiah Hall. Hall gives it to Winkle. McBain has, again, like I've been saying the past couple of minutes, I mean, their offense is not really doing too good against this Cadillac defense. I mean, Cadillac is not. Oh, DeZoo shoots a 3, no good. Rebounded by DeZoo.
Gets his own rebound.
Tries to kick it out, has it stolen by number 3. That's going to be Webb. Webb goes coast to coast, goes up with a shot, no, and that's going to be good for 2. And the charge was unsuccessful by McBain. Winkle taking it down the court.
Thomas is waiting at that table for a chance to come in. It might be a second though.
Yes. DeZoo drives in with the intent to score, and that's going to be a travel call on DeZoo.
Take back what I said just a couple of seconds later, and Thomas is in.
Number 40, Mason Wing, comes in for number 20, Colleen Harsh.
Score 19-8 with 6:43 left in the half.
Webb takes it down the court. Webb finds a wide open lane, tries going up, gives it back door to number 34. Collins gives it out to number 10. Collins. No, that's going to be number 40. And that's going to be some mishandling of the ball for Cadillac. And it's going to be, I think, Cadillac ball right underneath the hoop.
I think that's going to be out of bounds on McBain.
34. Collins gives it to Wing. Wing gives it to Richter. Webb. Surveying the court, gives it to 40. Wing. Wing to Webb. Webb finds an opening, goes up with a shot. No good, off the block.
McBain's defense isn't doing too hot right now either.
No, I mean, both Cadillac is just putting a bunch of pressure. I mean, the full court press, what it's meant to do is it's meant to speed you up, and when you speed up, you tend to make mistakes, but also it's meant to, like, tire the opponent out. Like, you can get really, really tired from if, like, a team is constantly putting pressure right in your face, and you're, like, having to go full speed to be able to avoid it, it's going to become tiring and eventually exhaust, like, some of your players. Wing to Daniels, and then, I mean, Wing is going to be, I think there's going to be a foul called on Cadillac, so then it's going to be McBain's ball.
He went for the pass to Daniels, and Daniels had his back turned and just went right over his head. I think the ball actually may have been just out of bounds.
Wickle taking it down the court and gives it to Engelwright. Allen, Cadillac, once again, doing a very good job. I mean, putting constant pressure on the ball handler's faces as well, like putting a hand out, trying to reach for that ball. I mean, it's risky because you can also get like a reaching foul called, but yeah. DeZoo, and then Wickle finds an opening. Now, the one thing I'm going to add is that, like, your offense is only as good as how good your guys' screen. Number 14, that's going to be Mulder on the press break. Good for 2. Here, I'll do this one. Instant replay right there. I mean, good job by Cadillac's defense, first of all. I mean, right there, we don't really get to see the steal. But, I mean, it is what it is. But, I mean, he did a really good job
wide
of going
open
up with
lane, too.
Wide open lane, so, yeah. I was intending to trace the steal there, but it is what it is.
I think there was a timeout, full timeout by the looks of it. Scored 21-8. About 30 seconds left in this timeout. Got quite a bit of time left in the half. This has been a pretty back and forth game. Not a lot of scoring by McBain. Quite a bit by Cadillac though right now in the first half. McBain's got a lot of work ahead of them, and they want to get back up there and possibly try to win this. But it really makes me curious to see what the varsity game's going to be like coming up after this one.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really interesting. You okay over there?
I'm fine.
We got 4:49 left in the half, 21-8.
Winkle taking it down the court. Winkle giving it to Engelwright. Engelwright trying to find an opening, gives it to Allen. Allen down low to Max. Max kicks it out to Winkle. Winkle shoots that three.
A little short.
A little short. Knocked away over, and that could have been over the back, but Winkle doing some good ball handling, gives it to Ealing. And Cadillac, like I said, they're not allowing McBain to go inside at all.
Trying to keep him out of that three-point as much as possible.
I mean, like, yeah.
I think if McBain's able to break away from those defenders and back up a bit, they may have a chance at the three.
Well, a lot of McBain's right there, and blocked by number 33.
Wow.
That's going to be Daniels.
He came out of nowhere. I didn't see him for a second.
Max Ealing down low, gets the ball, finds an opening, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by, I don't see what number that is, number 14. Mulder gives it down low to Daniels, and Daniels gets 2 easy points right there. The lead right now, 23-8 for McBain. I mean, it is what it is.
McBain's got a lot of work ahead of them.
Yes, they do.
We got 4 minutes left in the half.
Allen gives it to Winkle, and Winkle trying to set up an offense. I mean, how many points are they down by? Couple. That's all I know.
11.
Just a couple.
Down by 11. If I did my math right.
If you did do your math right. All righty.
My bad. McBain's down by 15.
I
didn't do my math right. I did the same thing last night.
Josiah Hall gives it to Hall. To Allen. Allen over to Engelwright. Engelwright down low to Hall. Hall pumps fake, goes up with a shot. That's going to be good for 2.
Engelwright in some pain after that one. It looked like he may have been hit in the face.
Instant replay on that, I'm pretty sure, unless if not, maybe not, never mind. Cadillac responds easily and just puts it right in their face. And I mean, it just the one thing that it shows too is that, like, and it's really just like a smack in the face for McBain, is that they worked so hard to get that point, and Cadillac literally got it in no time when it was their turn to have the ball. So right, it's
10.
like that can really like affect like a team's morale.
We got 3 minutes left in the half. McBain's still down by 15.
Gives it to Ealing.
Thomas gives it to Engelwright.
Over to Ealing. Ealing over to Winkle. Winkle to Engelwright. He finds Winkle down low. Winkle gives it back out to Ealing, then backdoor to Winkle. I mean, McBain is just not being able to capitalize off of some moments that they have. Down low to Josiah Hall, and he goes up for 2, and that's going to be good. 12-25, and I mean, Cadillac busting it down the field. No, not the field, the court. I'm thinking about football right now.
Wrong sport.
Oh, that's going to be a foul right there there's going to be a foul, so I think number 33, Daniels, is going to be shooting 2. Instant replay. I mean, you could see that what happened right there for McBain. Kicks it out right there. Gives it down low to Josiah Hall. This is from a couple plays ago. He does a pump fake, goes up with it strong, and is able to score. There's 2 points. I mean, it's good ball movement by McBain.
Yeah.
And just one thing is that you always got to look down at the post. That like McBain, one of their plays, a lot of their plays revolve around looking down at the post and trying to find that one opening to score some points. Winkle taking it down the court, gives it to Ealing. Ealing tries driving in, gives it down to Skierbeck. Skierbeck goes up, gets pushed, no good. Rebounded by Ealing. Ealing has the ball, and it's going to be jump ball, so I think it's going to be, by default, it's going to be Cadillac's because, I mean, yeah. And then that means next jump ball, it's going to be McBain's. I never knew this, but apparently, like, every jump ball, it's just like whoever won the tip-off, whenever there's one of those, like, the other team gets it. And then it goes back and it keeps on switching every single time.
I never noticed that. Now that you point that out, that makes a little more sense as to how the jump balls work.
Number 5 drives in. That's going to be Metzger. Metzger gets it stolen by Ealing. Ealing gives it to Skierbeck. Skierbeck. Winkle. Trying to set up an Ealing gives it down low to Skierbeck. Their defense is caught sleeping. Skierbeck goes up, and that's going to be what?
Trying to set up an offense. They were, at least I think that's what you were trying to say.
Well, they were trying to set up an offense, but then they got the perfect opening to hopefully score. And, I mean, Skierbeck got, I think, touched going up, so he's going to be shooting 2, which is, I mean, McBain has been struggling offensively, if you can tell. So every single time they get these, they have to make them count because judging by what the game is going to look like, I don't know.
We got 1:30 left in the half. It's 26 Cadillac, 12 McBain. It's going to be a pretty big difference going into halftime. Coming out of halftime, it's going to be interesting to see how McBain does.
Yes. Skierbeck shoots. Metzger does some. Metzger's just doing like whatever, and gives to number 4, Nobles. Oh, far 3 by rebounded by Skierbeck. That was a shot. Shot by Daniels.
Really good ball control by Metzger.
Yes, very good ball control. I mean, you can tell that he's really, really quick with it. Cucci gives it over to Hall. Hall shoots it right in his face. No good, off the lip. Number 4, Nobles, trying to taking it down the court. Drives in, does a jump shot. Good, and he's able to refresh the rim with that one. Going to make it 28-13 for Cadillac.
Got 40 seconds left in the half. McBain trailing by quite a bit now.
Winkle. McBain, I mean, one thing I'm not, like, how you effectively use an offense is you use your screens. I'm not really seeing McBain using their screens all that much. I mean, what you got to do is that when you get a screen, you got to feel that the dude's shoulder. Like, your player, you got to feel your teammate's shoulder as you go through, because that means that they successfully picked up your defender, which gives you an opening to either score or get the ball or do something. And McBain's just, I've seen like maybe like 2 or 3 like good screens, but it's gone both ways for both these teams. I mean, they're both missing their screens, but Cadillac is just, there a lot of number 5 shoots it, no good off the lip, rebounded by number 20. I mean, stolen by Skierbeck. Skierbeck tries chucking it down the court, and that's going to be no good. And that's coming in, and that's going to be in the first half, and the score is going to be Cadillac 28. McBain 13.
Wow, that was... McBain has a lot of work to do. They're down by, I want to say, 15. They are struggling this first half.
Yeah, they are indeed struggling this first half, and we'll see you after the halftime break. Brought to you by L&J Meat Market.
People's Whole Hog Sale is happening now.
Only $1.89 a pound hanging weight. You can fill your freezer for less.
Enjoy delicious pork chops, ribs, and roasts, packaged just how you like it.
Make meal planning a breeze when you head to your freezer for smoked pork chops, pork sausage, or pork roast for the crock pot.
Enjoy Michigan-raised pork and go hog wild over our bacon.
From Evil's General Store in Falmouth, Reed City, and Everett.
McBain Hardware has been serving the McBain community for over 60 years. They have an expansive collection of Milwaukee tools and products. As my brother likes to say, if they don't have it, then you probably don't need it. Come down to see Tyler, Ron, or Trevor at McBain Hardware on 118th North Roland Street, McBain, Michigan, for all your everyday hardware needs.
When you think of maple syrup, you think a nice plate of pancakes. But what if we told you that maple syrup can be so much more? Highland Hills maple syrup. Take the ordinary and make it extraordinary.
Here at Shepherd's Agency in downtown McBain, we are your local and trusted source for all your insurance needs. We truly appreciate our clients and we work hard to provide them with the best coverage at a fair price. If you're not already a client of ours, contact us and let us see what we can do for you. Call us at 231-825-2411. Stop in the office or visit us online at shepherdsagency.com.
For people who desire a custom-built home in northern Michigan, Arrow Homes is the premier builder that specializes in creating stunning, high-quality custom homes that reflect each homeowner's unique style and needs. Unlike other home builders that rely on cookie-cutter designs, Arrow Homes partners closely with clients through every step of the process, from initial design concept to final walkthrough, creating a truly customized living space. With over 50 years of home building expertise using only the finest materials and the most skilled craftsmen, Arrow Homes constructs exceptional custom houses that owners are proud to call home.
McLain Transmission and Auto Sales. Transmission repair and vehicle sales in northern Michigan. Locally owned and operated. Being a member of the community means that we take pride in the work that we do for our neighbors. You can expect honest and expert service from us. Every repair, every sale, every time. Servicing Cadillac, Lake City, Manton, Mesick, Big Rapids, Traverse City, and surrounding areas. Located on 2730 South LaChance Road, Lake City, Michigan. Call us at 231-779-1394 or check out our website at McLainTransmission.com.
Fresh homemade pizza, made just for you at a cheap price. If that sounds like a good deal, then Kelly's is the place for you. Next time you're feeling hungry, remember Kelly's.
Welcome to Twisted Cow, a culinary journey you won't forget. Now serving food all year round. From our signature roll and wrap to our daily special, every bite celebrates flavor and tradition. Whether you're dining in with friends or grabbing a quick bite, we have something for everyone. Look us up on any browser at Twisted Cow to see our hours, location, and number to call in and order. Or dine with us at 123 Roland Street, McBain, Michigan.
L&J Meat Market. Our meat speaks for itself.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Getting back into the game. Winkle with the ball right now. Gives it over to Ealing. Ealing's stuck, looking for somebody. Gives it over to Cucci. Cucci gets it to Thomas. Thomas to Skierback. Skierback to Cucci. Shot up and good. It was a 3. 16-28. I didn't quite catch who made that one. Shot put up by 5. Metzger, no good. It's going to get rebounded by Winkle. Winkle, deep pass over to Skierback. Really risky one. Bounced it all of him for out of bounds. It's going to be McBain's ball on this one. Cucci with the ball, gets it over to Skierback. Skierback for 3. No good. It's going to go out of bounds. Bounces off the hand of Hello. I don't know if I'm saying that the right way. Bounces off of his hand. It's going to go out of bounds. McBain's going to have another chance with this one. Gets it over to Winkle. Winkle's going to give it to Ealing. To Cucci. This little pump fake. It's Thomas. Thomas, another pump fake. Over to Skierback. Skierback's going to drive all the way down, swatted out of his hand by Nobles. It's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it's out on McBain. From my angle, it looks like it was going to be out on Nobles, but it must have tipped Skierback's hand or something before it went out. Score 28-16. We got 6:50 left in the third. Grayson had to go get ready for the varsity game coming up soon, so I'm by myself now. Pass over to Noble or Howell. Ball's out of bounds on the Ramblers, I think. At least that's what it looked like that was. Deep pass almost stolen by Cucci. Not quite, though. Shot put up by Metzger. Metzger. That shot's going to be up and good, and he's also going to be shooting 2. At least I think that's what that was. Nope, shooting 1. And 1. Ball is up, and it is good. 31-16 is now going to be the score. Skierback gets that over to Winkle. Winkle's going to give it to Ealing. Ealing looking for somebody, analyzing the court, hoping to find an opening for somebody. Skierback's there to get that. Ball's going to be out of bounds on Nobles. McBain's ball. After this game, we have the McBain versus Cadillac Unified basketball team. They're going to be playing. And more on that later. If I remember to talk about that later. Skierback first shot. No good. Second shot. That one's going to be good. 17-6 or 17-31. It's the score. Cadillac still up. Three-point attempt by Nobles. It's going to be no good. It's going to get rebounded by Daniels. He's going to give that over to Barron, who's going to give it back to Daniels. Daniels pass over to Nobles for another 3. That's going to be no good. Skierback almost falls trying to go for that ball. And a shot put up by I'm not sure who. It's going to be up and good, though. 33-17 is going to be the score. Winkle with the ball. Trying to set up this offense possibly. He gets it over to Ealing, back to Winkle. Winkle gives it to Thomas. Thomas to Ealing. Gives that over to Cucci. Kuchi gives it to Skierbeck. Skierbeck gives it to Kuchi. Kuchi for 2, no good. Rebounded by Webb. He's driving all the way down wide open lane. He puts it up, no good. It's going to get rebounded by Daniels. Nobles is going to get a hold of it now. Back to Daniels. Put up a nice shot, no good. Pretty clean layup. Not going to count, and he's also going to get hit with a charge, if I'm not mistaken. Attempted subs. It looks like the ref's going to say no and not let them come out. I'm not sure why. Brunick for Ealing and Engelwright for Skierbeck. Winkle with the ball now. Gives it over to Engelwright. Knocked out of his hands. He's able to get back a hold of it, though. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas is going to give that over to Kuchi. Kuchi gives it to Brunick. Brunick gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright able to save that, almost losing it. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas puts up a shot. No good. Blocked, and we're going to get a whistle. On the arm, I think that's call's going to be. Cadillac does not seem happy about that one. 21 hit. His second, team's third of the quarter. And Thomas is at the line for 2. Shot number 1 is going to be up and no good. Second shot, I do believe, was up and good at 33-18. Cadillac still leading by a large margin. Ian has some good ball control, but he's slowly losing it. Brunick with the ball, gets it over to Winkle. He's trying to set up this offense now. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Gets it to Kuchi. Nice pump fake, looking for somebody, gets it over to Thomas. That was a pretty risky pass. Could have easily been snatched out of the air. Gets it to Engelwright. To Brunick. To Winkle. Getting a whistle, I'm not sure for what. Be a block. Number on 44. For McBain. Oh, foul on Engelwright. .35 Cadillac, 18 McBain's now the new score. Winkle with the ball, gets it over to Brunick. Brunick gets it to Winkle. That was a risky pass. Gets it over to Engelwright. It's Thomas. To Kuchi. Back to Brunick. To Winkle now. Back to Engelwright. To Brunick. Kuchi. Thomas. Pump fake over to Winkle. To Kuchi. To Brunick. To Engelwright. To Thomas. To Brunick. To Kuchi. To Winkle. To Engelwright. To Winkle. Kuchi. Brunick. Tries to pass it in. We're going to get it out of bounds, I do believe that's going to be. Diego Reyes Armenta coming in for Brunek. We haven't seen much of Diego recently. It's been a minute since we've seen him on the court, I feel like. Shot put up by 21. No good. It's going to get his own rebound. That one's going to be up and good. Winkle's going to get a hold of that now. He has a chance to do something with this. Going to set up the offense by the looks of things. Gets it over to Thomas. Thomas is going to give it to Diego. Diego's going to put up a shot. No good. And we're going to get a whistle. Push. Going to be Diego shooting 2. It's going to be on number 22. Foul on Payne McLeod. First shot's going to be up and no good. Skierbeck and Ealing in for Thomas and Coochie. (19-37). Cadillac still leading. Shot put up by 21, no good. It's going to get rebounded by Winkle. Getting pressed instantly. For the 3. That's going to be in and good. Going to get a replay on that here in a little bit. Three-point attempt by Nobles, I want to say that was. No, it's Ian. That's going to be no good. Winkle's going to have the ball on that one now. Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright almost loses control of it. Saves it, though. Gives it over to Ealing. Ealing gives it to Skierbeck. Skierbeck gives it to Diego. To Ealing. To Engelwright. To Winkle. To Diego. To Winkle. And they're just going to run this for a minute. To Engelwright. Ealing. Diego. Winkle. Looks for something, changes his mind, gives it to Cam. Cam for the 3, no good. Rebounded by Skierbeck. Gives it to Winkle. Winkle. Nice shot up, no good though. Number 21, he's going to drive all the way down, put up a shot, knocked out of his hands just by a smidge. I think that was by Winkle. It's going to be no good. We're going to go to the ground for the ball for a second. It's going to end up in the hands of Winkle. Engelwright fighting for that one for a minute. McBain able to keep a hold of it. We got 10 seconds left. 37-22. McBain finally breaking into the 20s. They have a chance. Diego putting up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Barron. Buzzer beater, no good. We're going to take a look at the replay real quick of that 3 made by Winkle just a little bit ago. As you're going to see, he's going to be wide open. I'll pause it here. So Winkle's right here, and he's going to actually just going to go forward a bit more, and then it's going to go straight to the basket with almost zero hesitation. Forward a bit more, behind the 3, in almost perfectly. Like I said, zero hesitation on that one. Score 22-37. Cadillac leading by a good amount right now. Up by, I want to say, 15. We got one more quarter left. So there's still a chance for McBain to do something here. All right, we are back. 37-22 is the score. Going to be Vikings ball. .32 with it right now. He's gonna drive all the way down. Gonna put up a shot. It's gonna be no good. We're gonna get a whistle. Push. You push on. I want to say Winkle. Yes, his second, team's first of the quarter. Number 32, Braxton Hooker, shooting 2. First shot. That's going to be up and good. Coochie. In for Skierback. A bit of confusion as to who he was in for. Stood there for a minute trying to pick which one he was supposed to be coming in for. Got it hammered out, though. Winkle with the ball right now. The second shot, I think, was up and good. 39-22. Cadillac still leading. Eling's going to put up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Harsh. 32 gives it over to 10. He's going to put up a shot. That's going to be no good. Number 10, Dickerson. Ends up in the hands of Eling. He's going to give it over to Winkle. Winkle's going to have a chance to do something now. We got 7:17 left in the fourth. 39 Cadillac, 22 McBain. Winkle passes it over to Eling. Eling looking for somebody. Gives it to Coochie. Coochie gives it over to Murphy. To Diego. Diego almost loses it. Gets back a hold of it. Gives it over to Coochie. Very risky pass. Coochie for 2. That's going to be up and good. He got rid of that as soon as he could. No hesitation. He had that, and he's like, no, thank you. Thankfully, that was going to be up, and that one was up and good. Shot made by Cadillac. Number 10, Dickerson. 41-24. Cadillac still leading. Diego with the ball right now. Gives it to Coochie. Another risky pass. Coochie for 2. It's going to be good. If he would have been back about like another 2 inches, that would have been a 3, but he was forward just enough for it to be 2. Shot put up by Harsh. That's going to be up and good. 43-26 with 6 left in the game. McBain down by almost 20. I think it's going to be 17. No, that's wrong. I don't know. I think it's 18. Winkle's going to drive, put up a shot. No good. 14 with the chance. He's going to put up a shot. That's going to be good by number 14, Dominic Moeller. 45-26, Cadillac leading. $19-point difference. Kurtoff coming in now. He's in for, he's in for Ealing. It's a 19-point difference right now, like I said. I was right. Diego with the ball, gets it over to Kurtoff. Kurtoff gets it over to Winkle. Winkle to Coochie. Coochie to Murphy. Gives it over to Kurtoff. Almost stolen. Gives it to Winkle. Winkle for 3. No good. Rebounded by Harsh. He's going to give that over to Hooker. He's going to drive. Tries to do a down low pass. No good. Ends up in the hands of Coochie. Nice little pass over to Kurtoff. Kurtoff's going to lose it. Ends up in the hands of the ref, and it's going to be Cadillac ball. 45 Cadillac, 26 McBain, 4:35 left in the game. Mulder going to be throwing in the ball. Passes it over into Collins. 3-point attempt made by Richard. No good. Ends up in the hands of Winkle. Winkle deep pass to Diego. Diego able to save it. No good. Bounces off of 42. It's going to be McBain's ball. Winkle will be throwing in the ball for McBain. We got 4:20 left in the game. 45-26. Still going to be a score. .34 with the ball right now. That's going to be Collins. Gives it a Harsh. Harsh, nice little pump fake. He's going to end up driving. Gives it back to Collins. Collins for three. No good. Rebounded by Kurtoff. Goes over to Winkle. Diego with the ball now. He's going to give it over to Murphy. Murphy's going to give it to Cucci. Cucci for three. Off to the right by about an inch. Diego and Kurtoff go flying after that one. Saved from going out of bounds. Ends up in the hands of Cucci. He's going to give it to Winkle. Winkle for three. And it's good. Might have a chance to look at the replay of that three by Winkle. 29-26, or 29-45. I don't know where I was getting 26 from. I apologize. We got 3:10 left in the game. Harsh with the ball now. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Diego. We're going to get a whistle. We push on number 40, Wing, his team second of the quarter. Winkle with the ball. He's going to drive all the way down. Puts it up. That's going to be up and good. 31-45 with 2:45 left in the game. 30-second timeout called by the Vikings. We're going to take a look at the replay by Winkle that we had earlier. Remember, watch him. Goes all the way down and wide open for that three. Nobody there and swishes it.
L&J Meat Market. Our meat speaks for itself.
So after this game, we are going to have the unified basketball game. They're going to do 4-minute quarters running clock, and there's going to be a 1-minute break in between every quarter. It's going to be McBain versus Cadillac. I'll give you some more information on that here in just a little bit. But as of right now, the game at hand is about to start back up. 42 with the ball. He's going to go for a 2-point. No good. And we're going to get a whistle. Out of bounds, I think that one was going to be. I'm not seeing any fouls. McBain has control of the ball now. Diego with it. He's searching. He's struggling. Gives it to Murphy. Murphy wide open. Whistle blown. He's going to put up a shot anyways. That's going to be no good due to this whistle that we had just a second ago. I'm a bit confused as to what's happening now. It's going to be on the arm for the Vikings. I'm not sure on who, though. They're not. Number 20, Harsh, his first team's third of the quarter. Nice deep pass over to Kurtoff, back to Winkle. Winkle's going to give it back to Kurtoff, back to Winkle again. Diego with the ball now. Diego's going to drive, almost loses it. He's on the very edge of that baseline, gives it to Cucci. Cucci pump fake, puts it up. That's going to be up and good. A really good three by Cucci. 34-45. McBain down by, I want to say 11. We got 2 minutes left in the game. Cucci with the ball again, gets it over to Diego. Diego gives it over to Winkle. Winkle back to Cucci. Cucci to Diego. Diego wide open, drops the ball, puts up the shot. No good. We're going to get a whistle. He's going to be shooting 2. And take a look at the replay real quick. And looks like we may have missed it. So no replay. Fourteen gives the ball over to Gurnall. He's going to drive all the way down, passes that over to Harsh. Harsh going to drive, put up a nice hook shot. No good. It's going to roll right out. The hands of Murphy. Murphy's going to give it to Cucci. Cucci's going to give it to Engelwright. 1:10 left in the game. Engelwright to Cucci. Cucci to Murphy. Murphy to Dazoo. Dazoo to Diego. Engelwright now to Dazoo. To Engelwright. To Cucci. 34-45. We got 40 seconds left in the game. Engelwright with the ball. He's going to drive down, put up a shot. That's going to be up and good. 36-45. McBain's still down, and I don't know if McBain's going to have a chance to do that. We got 30 seconds left in the game. Sorry about the scoreboard on screen. It's a bit off right now. It's having a hard time. It's on and off. I don't know what's happening. Dazoo with the ball now, though. Back to the game. Diego. He's going to put up a shot. No good. Ends up in the hands of Harsh. 2-1. And that's going to be game. Final score, 45-36. McBain put one big fight up. Sadly, they were not able to walk away with the dub. We will be right back here in just a little bit with the unified game, and I'll give you more details on that right before that game starts. But that is all I have for you tonight.